There was a renowned professor at a university known for his brilliance and innovation. He taught philosophy and ethics, and his lectures were legendary. One day, he decided to retire. He wanted to be like the previous professor, but he struggled to connect with the students. One day, he asked them why they had come to his class. They told him they wanted to learn, but they also wanted to hear stories about the renowned professor, about his life and his adventures. The new professor was surprised. He had never thought about his predecessor's life. All he knew was that the old professor had retired. Continue the legacy. Keep the mission alive. Don't be afraid to stand on the shoulders of giants. Let their legacy inspire you. And one day you, too, will become a legend. He announced to his students that he would be leaving, but he would continue to live in the same city, and they should feel free to visit him if they ever needed guidance. After he left, a new professor took over, a young man eager to make a name for himself. That's when the new professor decided to do something crazy. He called the retired professor and asked if he could interview him, record him, and then play the recording in class. The old professor agreed, and so the next week the new professor played the recording for his class. In the recording, the old professor spoke about his childhood, his passions, his journey through university, and how he became the respected professor he was today. After listening to the recording, one student approached the new professor and asked, "You know, we came here to learn from you. But it seems like you are merely a vessel of the previous professor's teachings. Are you sure you are worthy? Are you sure you are capable of carrying on his legacy?" The new professor was taken aback. He hadn't thought of it like that. He was so focused on being innovative, on making a name for himself, that he had forgotten about the legacy he was a part of. He looked at the faces of his students and realized that they weren't just there to learn from him. They were there to learn from the institution, from the history, from the legacy of the great professor. He understood then that he wasn't just a professor, he was a torchbearer. His job wasn't to put his own name on the wall, but to keep the torch burning, to carry on the legacy of his predecessor. From that day on, the new professor made sure that every lecture was not just a lesson, but a story of how the great professor had inspired him, had inspired his students, and how together they were keeping the torch of knowledge and wisdom alive. So remember, no matter what you do in life, always keep the torch burning. Thanks for listening. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share with your family and friends.